Okay, so painting 2, what you're going to be doing is, now that you've chosen what portrait you plan on working on, what you're actually going to be doing is now isolating yourself in your picture. What that means is creating an image that looks like this. Okay, so wow, that's really super slow. So you're going to be creating an image like this, so that way you're isolating yourself from the background. Okay, in order to do this, I found with Mr. Labraco, we found a super easy way to do this using Pixlr. Okay, so what I've done here is I've linked you over to Pixlr. So I'm going to go to Pixlr. I'm going to log in with my Google account, use my lphs.org account. All right, and the reason for that is it just makes it easier for you to access your files, and things are pretty easy. Okay, now what's going to happen is when you click open image, since I'm on a computer, it's going to go to where my files are. On your Google Chromebook, it should go to your Google Drive. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the image that I want to edit. I'm going to go to original size, click apply. Then I come up with this image here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and right click, and I'm going to create a duplicate layer. That's going to be super important in a moment. Okay, you'll understand why in a sec. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click this to make it invisible. Now this is where I've been having a little bit of issue, so we'll see if how things go here with this. So I've got the background copy here. Okay, I'm going to go to select, or excuse me, adjustment. Nope. There we go, layer. So I'm going to go to layer. Okay, go to layer, and I'm going to go to AI auto mask. It's going to wait, and boom, look what it does. It automatically isolates me, which is super cool. All right, but you'll notice that it took away some of my hair. That's just mean. Okay, but you'll notice that some parts in here are missing. Okay, but everything else is pretty darn cool, right? So what I'm going to do now from here is I'm going to click on plus, add an empty layer. Okay, so now you'll notice if I turn these off, there's just an empty space. Okay, cool. So looking at what I'm missing, which is this area in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the Lasso tool. So I'm going to click the Lasso select tool, so I'm free drawing. Okay, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to click and hold and drag, and I'm going to select, oops, that went a little bit too big, but that's fine, not a big deal. Okay, and I'm going to select my hair. Okay, then I'm in here, it doesn't really matter. So I come back up here and I click, and there's my selection, right? Now if I right click, I get these things, and that's not really what I want. Is I want to copy it. So if I go to edit and I go to copy, oh, excuse me, need to be on the right layer, on the background layer. That's my problem right there. Sorry, see, that's where I mess up. So I need to make sure that I'm on the background layer. So when I go to edit, copy, okay, then I go to my empty layer, and then I'm going to edit paste. Yes, allow. Okay, boom. And it puts my ear on top of my mouth. That's not cool, dude. So now I'm going to come up here to the move and arrange tool, and I'm going to go ahead and shift it back over where it belongs. Okay. And you'll see that the seamless lines will eventually let you know where it belongs. Hey, that's pretty good. Cool, right? So then now, when I turn off the background, I have my image. Is this making sense? Okay, so that's pretty good there. That's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on layer, and I'm going to flatten the image. Boom, that's what I want. I'm going to go ahead and click file, save, so that I could save this one. I like to save as PNGs just because they don't lose. The JPEGs have this tendency of, what's the word I'm looking for? Of degrading, they fall apart with each save. In other words, they lose some information. So you'll be able to save it into your Google Drive. I'm saving it down to my computer. All right, cool. So that's where I'm at right there. Now, the next part is I'm going to keep this open. I'm going to go file, open. I'm going to open the original image. So make sure that you save it as a different name. Go to it again original. So I'm going to start here. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to image. I'm going to go to canvas size. Okay. I'm going to anchor to the left. And I'm going to double this as much as I can. Click apply. Then I'm going to actually create a duplicate layer. Turn this off. Shrink a little bit. Come back to my other image. Click and drag over. And I'm going to put it down. Don't worry about like the pixelization there on the side. That's not a big deal. Okay, it will actually come back. So I'm going to make these to fill in this space as much as possible. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to crop. Going to apply. Once that's there, I still have these things here, so I'm going to layer, flatten image, file, save, PNG. I'm going to change this name when I actually go to download. It'll give me the option of changing the name. At least it should. Oh, what are you doing? Yes, always allow. Okay, does that make sense? And now everything should be saved onto my drive. Does that make sense? Okay, so you'll see there's my collage. Cool. Then that's what I'm going to put on the Google Classroom. Or onto the Padlet. So here I'll click on the Padlet. Easy peasy. Oops, wrong Padlet. Well, nope, it's the Padlet. Click upload. Click selfie collage. Here we go. That should be the one. And that should be basically the, now as it's uploading, I'm going to come back over here to this. Let me open it. View assignment. So then that way what I could do is I'm just going to select this, copy it. Hey, oh, that's the wrong picture. Ew, that's gross. Yucky. So make sure that you select the right picture, unlike that. View large icons, and where to go? There it is. That one. For subject, Control V, and then I'm going to publish. Cool? Then I come back and I mark as done. All right, any questions?